What's up, CG? Wanted to bring you guys a sweet ab workout today. We're gonna work a lot of the front. We're also gonna work a lot of the back. It's important that when we work the front, we also work the back. We gotta balance things out. So check it out. I got 4 sets here for you guys today. I'm gonna demonstrate the first 2 exercises to you guys. I'm gonna tell you how to get through it and how many times to go through it. Then I recommend pausing the video. That way you can complete that round, then come back, unpause the video, and I'll describe the next round to you. The first thing we're gonna start off here, guys, is crunches and bridge reps, right? So I'm gonna show you the 2 exercises, then I'll tell you the rep count and how you're gonna finish that off. Starting here on the mat for that crunch, I point my arms straight up at the sky here, and I'm just squeezing those tummy muscles a little bit in order to bring those shoulder blades up off the mat. What I want you guys to notice is that I'm not ducking my head out forward. I keep that chin tucked in. My shoulder blades are just barely coming off of the mat. And what I'm really thinking about here is letting my ribs lift, and then I'm gonna shorten the distance between the ribs and the hips there when I do that crunch. So I'm just squeezing those stomach muscles. After I finish off those crunches, I have bridge reps. I'm right here in the position, so I'm just gonna plant my feet. I wanna tighten up my core. My hips should be level, so I don't want them rolled forward, and I don't want an arch in my back. So I wanna make sure I have a neutral spine position here. My hips are level, my core is tight. I'm gonna plant my hands. Feet are nice and firmly planted, driving evenly through the feet, really squeezing those butt muscles, keeping that core tight. Nice neutral lumbar there. And then we'll lower back down. It's important that when you guys lower back down in that bridge that you can maintain that neutral position. So when I drive up, I don't lose it and arch my back. I make sure I keep a neutral lumbar. I drop back down and I land with a neutral lumbar. So let's get you guys started on those crunches and those bridge reps. I want you to start with 10 reps of each one, and I want you to add 5 reps to it for 4 rounds, right? So we start at 10 reps, then we go 15, then we go 20, then we go 25. Pause the video, come on back, I'll show you the next 2 exercises. Welcome back, y'all. We're gonna go into sit-ups and Supermans now. We're gonna do the same method there, except for this time we're gonna start at 5 reps, and we're gonna add 5 reps as we go. So we'll do 5, we'll do 10, we'll do 15, we'll do 20, then we'll move on to the next round, right? So check it out. Here's your sit-up. You guys are starting on your back here. Reach those hands overhead, let that core lengthen out, and then I'm gonna sit up nice and tall. Notice that I'm making that crunch motion, and then I'm following through with that sit-up there. If you guys can't quite pull off a sit-up yet, it's totally fine to do a whole nother round of crunches. Totally fine to do a whole nother round of crunches. We're gonna get you to that sit-up. After your sit-up, you guys have a Superman, so you gotta flip over on your tummy. You guys have those hands above your head, chin's tucked in, and we're gonna lift the arms and the legs and squeeze all of the backside muscles. So I should be squeezing my calves, my hamstrings, my glutes, my lower back, my shoulders, lowering back down with control. You guys got those sit-ups and those Supermans. Remember, 5 reps, 10 reps, 15 reps, 20 reps. Then we're gonna go ahead and move on to that next round. Next round coming up here, y'all, we have flutter kicks and prone cobras. So we're gonna do this the same as we did that sit-up round, except for we're gonna go 10 reps, add the 5, right? So 10, 15, 20, 25 reps. Then we'll move on to the next round. So here's your flutter kicks and your prone cobra. You guys are starting out here on the mat. We're gonna level out those hips, tighten up the core. Start by pulling in the knees and bringing the legs straight up. Once I have that core engaged, I'll plant those hands out beside me and I flutter my feet. It's easier with the legs more towards the ceiling, and it's more difficult and requires more control as you get lower to the ground. To help out, you guys can do a little crunch. This little crunch, keeping your chin tucked, is gonna help to pull more tension across the abs, which is gonna give you a better ab workout in this flutter kick. Right, so you guys have long count of those, starting out at 10 reps of it. Then we'll flip over and we'll do our prone cobra for 10 reps as well. Prone cobras, it's important that our feet stay on the ground. Our palms start by facing the ground. Our chin's tucked in. We lift up, we keep those feet on the ground. We keep our chin tucked in, and we roll those hands to face outwards. So we get external rotation on the shoulder and not internal rotation. So don't do that, but roll them out, right? So let's crank out these prone cobras and these flutter kicks. Remember, you guys are starting at 10 reps, you're adding 5 as you go until you've done 4 rounds. We'll get into the last round of stuff I got for you today. Good work, y'all. The last round here is gonna be legless. We'll do it the exact same way as we did the last round. We'll start at the 10 reps, we'll add those 5 reps for the 4 rounds. Leg lifts and bird dogs. Starting out here in these leg lifts, I bring my knees in, my legs up, my core's tight. I want you to put your hands out to the side and not put them under your butt. When you guys put them under your butt, you're doing the work of your abs with your fists instead of letting your abs control the hips. So do me a favor, bring those hands out to the side, tighten up that core, lower down, and then pull those legs back up. Your goal here is to keep the lumbar as neutral as possible and not allow the back to arch up off the ground during this movement, but to have the core strength to keep it tight and flat. If you guys need to, you can bend the knees. Core is tight, back's flat, hips are level, and I'm gonna drop the heels down, maintaining that core posture, and then pull those heels back up. This can even be done single leg. I just have that good posture here. I have one leg. I got this foot planted on the ground, and that's gonna help me get through these reps. After I finish off those leg lifts, I'm gonna go for those 10 long count bird dogs. So I'm here on all fours. I'm extending the opposite arm and leg out. I'm gonna go for 10 of those on each side. Remember, we're adding 5 for 4 rounds, so 10, 15, 20, and 25. Once you guys finish that, you're done. Awesome work today. Thanks for joining me. Hope to see you in the next one.